Leviticus or Wayyiqra 11. Clean and unclean animals. Part 4. Good day, friends. Do you remember, in Part 1 we discussed the conditions for clean animals that we are allowed to eat, meaning they must have completely split hooves and must be able to ruminate?
Good day, friends. Yes, that's correct, Yahrisha, and thus Yahweh gave us rules on how to distinguish between clean and unclean animals. Today we will look at the science behind why certain animals can be considered unclean.
If we look at the hare, we see it ruminates, but it doesn't have completely split hooves. So, it is unclean. But why is it unclean, as it does ruminate?
Yes, that's right, Yahrisha, it ruminates, but does it have the same digestive system as sheep and cattle?
No, it doesn't. Remember, friends, sheep and cattle have 4 stomach chambers that help break down and digest food more effectively. But what about the hare?
Hares tend to practice coprophagy, meaning they eat their own feces. This is one reason why these animals may be considered unclean.
What? Does that mean they eat their own poop? But since it moves through the intestines again, you have some of the secondary products that are harmful, which also move through the intestines. Therefore, this animal has a higher toxic load than a ruminant under normal circumstances.
So, Yahweh told us thousands of years ago that the hare and other animals are unclean, while scientists only realized a few decades ago how the digestive system of these animals works.
And, as many people say, you are what you eat. If we look at the horse, which doesn't have split hooves but ruminates, its digestive system is the same as that of the hare.
The horse's cecum is also at the end of its intestines, and how it ruminates is to eat directly from the anus. This way, bacteria and fermentation products that complete the meal are swallowed again.
Now, with the camel, it ruminates, but it doesn't have completely split hooves. But what does it do differently from the other clean animals?
Camels are mostly found in deserts and warm parts of the world. Their bodies adapt to the environment. Since it's hot, they tend to store a lot of urine in their bodies and don't sweat it out like other animals. So, they store toxins in their bodies, making their meat more toxic and potentially harmful for humans to eat.
And that's why Yahweh doesn't want us to eat it because, as he says in his law in Leviticus 18 verse 5, "You shall therefore keep my statutes and my rules. If a person does them, he shall live by them. I am Yahweh."
So, we can live longer and healthier. Scientists conducted an interesting study on the animals in Leviticus 11. They took extracts from muscle tissue of clean and unclean animals and placed them on seeds to see how various animals would affect the growth of the seeds.
The results are expressed as a phytotoxic index, where 100% indicates no detriment to the growth of the plant. So, they planted small alfalfa and measured their normal growth in a growth medium, with normal growth being 100%. They added the extract.
Phytotoxins mean phyto is plants, and toxic means poisonous. In other words, what is toxic or harmful to the plants. The ideal growth medium should be 100%. Anything less can be toxic and harmful to the plant. Now, let's see the decrease and difference in the phytotoxic percentages compared to the clean and unclean animals.
Looking at the animals with the highest growth percentage, we see they are clean animals, from sheep to calves, ranging from 94 to 82%. When it comes to unclean animals, it drops from 82 to 62% down to the horse with a percentage of 39%.
Clearly, we see how toxic or poisonous the muscle tissue of unclean animals is for the growth of plants. And mates, if the animals are toxic and harm the growth of plants, how can it then harm the growth of us humans?
That's why Yahweh said we should listen to his word, and through it we will live. And here we see once again the same with fish, and how healthy fish is for us, where the sea bass is at 103% and the herring at 100%. But when it comes to unclean fish, it drops from 62% for the shark to 40% for the eel.
And here with the birds, we can once again see a clear difference between clean and unclean birds. And once again, proof from a scientific standpoint of how healthy clean and how unhealthy unclean animals can be for us.
Now, friends, many people struggle with health problems. They are always tired, have sleep problems, itch regularly, are weak, frequently get headaches, have no appetite, or are always hungry and craving sweets or starch,
or have flu-like symptoms, struggle with depression, or have skin problems like acne, arthritis, joint pain, eczema, dermatitis, sinus problems, respiratory problems like pneumonia or an uncontrolled cough, bumps under the skin, cysts, diarrhea or constipation, stomach pains or cramps, etc.
These are all signs of parasites, and these are some of the illnesses or ailments that parasites cause. And it comes from eating unclean animals like pork and other unclean animals. And here we see how doctors remove worms from someone's intestines. Parasites are everywhere in people's intestines, skin, and even in their eyes.
And once again, friends, I want to bring you the advice that Yahweh gave us in Leviticus 18 verse 5. You shall therefore keep my statutes and my rules. If a person does them, he shall live by them. If we adhere to Yahweh's law and rules, we will enjoy a healthier lifestyle and we will live longer.
So friends, Yahweh's laws were not Moses' laws. And here at the beginning of Leviticus or Wayyiqra 11, we see that it was Yahweh who spoke with Moses and Aaron.
Meaning it was Yahweh's command and not Moses. Moses was just Yahweh's spokesperson to instruct the people so that they can lead a healthier and better life.
For now, friends, we must bid you farewell. If you have found any benefit from the videos, feel free to share them with others so that the word can reach many. If there is greater interest in these types of videos and our circumstances improve, we will see you again soon. Shalom.
May Yahweh guide, protect, and illuminate your path, showering you with his favor and granting you profound peace. Shalom.